Yeah.
You know you're an Israelite?
Yes, sir.
Give me Romans 2 and 13. Where Abishai at? Okay, watch this, bro. So how long you been knowing?
For about a year. I just do. I do my little research, and I just learn. I just, after so long of something that you wasn't raised in right, you do your own research. You use your own wisdom and start finding
your
out
own
things
wisdom. Nah, you ain't supposed to use your own wisdom. You're supposed to use the wisdom of the Bible, bro. This is your wisdom, not your own wisdom. Watch this. Watch this.
I'm talking about looking it up for yourself, though.
For sure, you got to do the work. You got to do your work.
Figuring it out yourself.
So watch this. So you know you Israel, right? You know you how you get the kingdom. Let me see if you know that. Okay, watch this. Well, yes, sir. Got you. Read this.
The book of Romans, chapter 2 and verse 13.
You want to be just in the eyesight of God, right?
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
For not the hearers of the law are just before God.
So it ain't the hearers, the people that, you already know. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm Israelite. I know we got to do this, do that. It ain't those people that's going to be justified.
But the doers of the law shall be justified.
Matthew 19:16. So you got to be a doer. You got to put forth action. You're not justified just because you know. You're justified with your actions. Once you learn, you apply the application. Now watch this.
Matthew chapter 19 and verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
Now this young brother asked Christ, he said, hey, how do I get the kingdom of heaven? What do I have to do that I may have everlasting life? That I may get salvation? Now what was Christ's response?
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one.
Christ was humble. So that's what this is going on right here. Christ is showing you how to be humble. He didn't say, look, I'm the son. You know what I mean? He said, don't call me good master, bro. There's only one that's good. That's the Father. All right, read.
That is God. But if thou wilt enter into life.
But if you want to get the kingdom of heaven, if you want to be saved, you want salvation, read.
Keep the commandments.
How do we get the kingdom of heaven?
Keep the commandments.
How do we get salvation?
Keep the commandments.
We got to keep the commandments, bro. That's what we got to do. You still eating pork? No? Give me Numbers 15. Watch this. Numbers 15. How y'all sisters doing? How you doing? I'm going to show y'all something before y'all go. So now, how do we get the kingdom of heaven, bro? How do we get the kingdom of heaven, bro? Hey, my brother. How do we get the kingdom of heaven? Commandment. Let me give you a commandment before you go. Watch this. Read.
You want to start 32? 38. Yes, sir. Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38.
Give me a moment real quick. I'm going to deal with this brother, and then I'm going to deal with y'all. All right, hold on.
Numbers 15 and 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
The children of Israel are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are the Israelites. We are the Jews. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, according to history and according to the Bible. God commanded us to do what?
Make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
You see, you ever been to a powwow? One of y'all ever been to a powwow? You see fringes, right? Tassels, right? That's a commandment that God gave the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Aztecs, Mayans, and Incas, the so-called Negroes. Read.
Throughout their generations.
Throughout your generation. Your generation, your children's another generation, your grandchildren's another generation. So as long as you're generating, we're supposed to have fringes and borders of blue on our garments, our clothing. Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Now, so you've seen Native Americans, right? The Aztecs at the powwows have fringes on, tassels, right? That's a God-given commandment. That's a heritage that God gave us that we're supposed to keep. Why we ain't keeping it today? Because the world is blue. You're absolutely right about that. So now take a look at this sign over here for me, y'all. What's your name? Adriana. What's your name, sis? Alex and Adriana. It says the 12 tribes of Israel today. What would y'all be considered? Mexican? What about you, sir? Same thing? So, did your ancestors speak Spanish?
Yeah.
They spoke Spanish?
I don't know. Maybe my great-grandma did.
Your ancestors going way back.
No idea.
Right, y'all from Spain?
Mexico is, yeah, a little bit blood, but my great-grandpa is.
Your great-grandpa is from Spain. So now,
My grandma was from Mexico.
Okay.
Great grandma.
So watch this, right? Where's the
I
map?
know,
Let's
I'm
look at
a
this
part
map.
of yeah.
You're of the Spaniards?
No, I'm saying like I know, like they came and raped.
Right,
all
the
that
Spaniards.
shit, yeah.
Just like the so-called Negro, African American was enslaved by the British, the so-called Hispanics were enslaved by the Spaniards. You know what I'm saying?
Teacher!
So the same, y'all was enslaved, we was enslaved. Y'all had your nationality taken from y'all, we had our nationality taken from us. Y'all had your language taken from y'all, we had our language taken from us. Mexicans don't come from Spain. they were that's what they call them, natives. They were natives to the Americas. And then you had the conquistadors come. Watch your eyes, brother, watch your eyes. They had the conquistadors come and enslave them, oppress them, colonize them. All right? And did you know that that's in the Bible? You knew that was in the Bible? I'm going to show you.
I feel like I did because they brought it up all the time in church, but
Okay.
I feel like they didn't really get into that.
Right, they didn't put,
detail.
right, make it
They
plain.
was like changing it in different ways, and I mean the Bible's written I don't know how many times. It could be changed.
So now let me deal with this. Let me deal with that real quick. So the substance of the Bible never changed. What changed is our mind. You understand? The same people that enslaved us, they taught us everything we know. Did they treat us right in slavery? They called you spick, me nigga, me and her nigga. If they didn't treat us right, why would you think they would teach us right? So we can't take what they talk about. You understand? We just got to go into the book ourselves. The book is talking about the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Period, point blank. It was written by us, and it's for us, and to us. It's not to no one else, all right? Give me Psalms 119, 147, 19, 20. Let me read this for you real quick, sis. Read this for you real quick. Watch this. Yeah, Psalms 147, verse 19 and 20. You are from the tribe of Issachar, sis. You should never call yourself Mexican again. Special to God. You are one of God's chosen people. But our oppressor has told us we're nothing. Our oppressors has constructed these ghettos, these slums, these barrios, and put us there and keep us there. You know what I'm saying? As a race. Some of us make it out, but as a whole, we stay here. Hey, my sister, don't go nowhere. I want to show you too. Come here.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19.
Read this.
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
God showed his word unto Jacob. Jacob was our forefather. Come here, sis. God showed his word unto our forefather. Read.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
He showed his statutes and his judgment unto the nation of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
He ain't do so with any other race of people. That's what a nation is, a race of people. Read.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
Ain't no other people known the judgments of God like how we have known them. Ain't no other people went into slavery on slave ships. You know the Hispanics was on slave ships before the Negro on this side of the world? Mexicans were shipped to Seville, Spain. That's what happened. They were sent on slave ships as slaves. Native Americans, the same thing, as slaves to Spain. The Negro was shipped to Europe, to over here to the Americas, South America, Central America. We were shipped over there in different places in Europe as well, London, Britain, and all that. Read.
He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
Praise ye the Lord for that thing. We're God's chosen people. Give me Amos 3 and 1 and 2. We are God's chosen people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know why the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans got it harder than everybody else? Hey, bro, why you think we got it harder than everybody else? Pick your head up, bro. You a king, bro. Don't look down. I know we've been broken. I know we've been beaten down, but we are kings on the earth, bro.
Teacher.
We are God's chosen people. You special to God, bro. Now watch this. Why you think we've been beaten down? Why you think we the ones going through it the hardest? Enslaved, oppressed. 3, 1, and 2. Why you think so, sis? Because we're chosen. So if we're chosen, why would God do this to us?
Only we could really take it and still worship him.
I'm going to show you right here. Watch this. Read.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Now God said, look, I'm speaking against you, O children of Israel. You blacks and Hispanics, Native Americans, I'm speaking against you. If someone's speaking against you, is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's a bad thing, right? So God is speaking against us. Read.
Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
God brought the Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from the land of Egypt when we were enslaved. Are you familiar with that history? Right? Who did God use to deliver the Israelites? What's a prominent figure of that time? Moses. Moses, right? Remember he split the Red Sea and all that? So come on.
Saying, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Read that part again.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
How many families, how many races of people are there in the earth? No. There's many races of people. There's many races of people. You read about Edomites. You read about Amalekites. You read about Gergesites, Perizzites. Hell, today you got people call themselves European, Spaniards, British, you know what I'm saying, German, Russian. You got people that call themselves Mexican, Honduran. You got people that call themselves Hawaiian, you know what I mean, Samoan. It's a whole bunch of families of the earth, because that's what a race comes from, a family, a particular tribe, a particular man. So God says he only does what?
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
God says he only deals with a particular race of people. You got children, right? Do you deal with everybody's children? Nah, you only deal with your children. You know what I'm saying? You go grocery shopping, you go clothes shopping, you only going clothes shopping and grocery shopping for your children. You ain't dealing with everybody's children like that. You understand? The same way with God. He chose the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and he only deals with us. Read.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Now, if your
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I've always asked people this, and they always
Let me
go
finish
all the
this.
way around it.
Let me finish this real quick. Don't lose your point, your train of thought, all right? So read that again.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
God says, because I'm your father, you're my children, I'm going to punish you for all your iniquity. Iniquity is sin. Sin is going against God's laws, going against his rules. If your children, right, you let your children go over their friend's house or go to the park with their friends and you tell them to be home at a certain time, or you tell them don't talk to strangers, I'll pick you up at 8, or whatever the case may be, and you pull up and you see them at the park talking to strangers, them and their friends, are you gonna whoop your children or punish your children some type of way? Right? Or are you gonna punish their friends? Why not?
Not my kids.
They not your kids. They not your kids. So that's why you see all these other races not going through slavery like how we went through slavery. Not going through oppression like how we going through oppression. Not having your race taken from you. Not having your land taken from you like how we have it. Guess what? We got a whole nother race of people last name on our land. What's your last name? Ochoa. Where that's from? France? Ochoa. I ain't never heard. I had to look that one up. Look it up. See where it's come from.
I think it comes from Mexico.
Nope, that ain't no Mexican. The Aztecs is the one walking around talking about Ochoa. You understand? Our people, they got like Dominguez, Sanchez, Gonzalez. You know what I'm saying? Lopez, Williams. When you look those names up, those are Spaniards and British and Europeans. We don't have them. Those not our last names. So that's why you'll see that we went through these curses because we broke God's laws and he deals with us and only us. He don't deal with everybody else. Now, what's your question?
My question is, didn't like the religion of God start from the people that were keeping us slaves and stuff? So isn't that where we learned it from, or no?
Go say that again, sis.
Like all the church and all the religion and all the Bible, didn't that come from the people that made us slaves?
I got you. So now let me say, you see this right here?
Yeah.
It says, read that for me right there.
Which one?
The bottom right.
10 Commandments in Hebrew written in stone in New Mexico.
And where?
In New Mexico.
Who lived in New Mexico before colonization?
The Indians?
Right. Why would the Native Americans have the Hebrew 10 Commandments written in New Mexico? Where is the 10 Commandments found? In the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
The Bible, sis.
Where in the Bible?
Yeah, in the Bible. It's found in the Bible. So that would mean that the Native Americans had the Bible before white people got here.
Okay.
So,
I never knew that.
so look. So what happened was, the Bible, remember I said the Bible is for the black and Hispanic and Native American, to the black, Hispanic, and Native American, and by the black, Hispanic, and Native American, who are the Israelites.
Right.
It's our book. We wrote the book.
Right.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is